Welcome, guys. Let's watch this video together.
I was married for about 10 years, and it was a big problem in our marriage. My husband at the time really wanted to have a family, and not being able to conceive was heartbreaking. I tried everything, and so he ended up leaving me because of that. So
That's tough.
It was really hard, and I don't know, about 3 years of counseling and a lot of tears later, I picked myself up and I said, adoption is an option for me. I'm a financial analyst. I do well in my career, and I can do this. And I'm a loving, strong woman, so I thought this is the right path for me.
Got it.
I did everything that I could to find a child to adopt a newborn in the United States through adoption agencies as well as in other countries. The wait list is huge, as you may have heard.
Life sort of had a way of bringing you into the orbit of Miss Lava.
Correct.
Now, Miss Lava, tell me your story.
Well, I met Glora when I was nannying for a family. And
you were a nanny for a family that
I was.
You knew Miss Harbor?
Correct, a friend of mine.
All right, and you found yourself in a situation where you were pregnant.
Yes, I did. My boyfriend at the time, he's working at a restaurant, and I couldn't afford going to college, and I found myself pregnant. He wanted me to have an abortion. I did not want to have one.
That was not an option for you at all?
Not for me, no.
Okay.
I don't talk to my parents. Well, I didn't talk to my parents at the time. We talk now. But I was really on my own. I felt pretty desperate, so I had reached out and confided in the family that I nanny for,
Yes.
my boss, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't feel like I had a lot of options, and she said that she had a friend, Glora, that was wanting to adopt, so I actually thought that that would be a really good option for me at the time.
Take me through that conversation with the family that she was nannying for. What was that? So obviously other people knew that this was something that you wanted.
Yes, and this is a friend of mine, and when she knew, everything that I've been going through, and she had this, lovely girl who was nannying for her who confides that she's pregnant and she doesn't know what to do.
You're like, maybe the universe is lining up here, and
exactly.
all the
I
stars.
thought this is meant to be. And I just felt so grateful that I happened to have a friend and I could do a private adoption. And so I asked her if it would be okay if I met with Jolie, and she said yes.
And when you met Miss Harbor, what was your thought?
I thought it was a godsend. She seemed like such a big-hearted woman. She seemed so generous. It seemed like such a safe option for me, with even the promise that I would be able to be involved in my child's life.
She told you that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could come to birthday parties, things like that.
We are moving in this direction.
Yeah.
Both parties understand what's going on. I take it there was paperwork and contracts
Yes.
signed.
Yes.
You willingly set full steam ahead. Yes.
I feel
For
like
a period
there's
of time, you said,
For a period of time,
we're putting
yes.
my pedal on the gas pedal here.
Yeah.
All right. Baby's growing.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting excited.
So excited.
Okay. And then what happens?
So basically, when she said yes, it was just a few weeks after we had met, and I followed all of the proper procedures. I hired an attorney, we did the legal contract, I agreed to pay for her health care, co-pays for doctor's visits, anything that she would need, as well as for the delivery, because I know that's expensive, and she was in a very difficult situation financially.
Did you have insurance?
No.
Okay. You did?
I did.
And your insurance would have allowed for adoption?
Absolutely.
At some point, you deliver the baby.
Yes.
What's the baby's name?
Julie.
Julie. Who named the baby?
I did. I named her Julie because throughout the pregnancy, Jolie and I became very close. I basically treated you as if you were my own daughter. I went above and beyond. I bought her maternity clothes. I made sure she had all the right vitamins, food, and then I even signed her up for Lamaze classes because she wanted to deliver naturally. And she did have a natural childbirth, and you know, we were moving in the right direction. Everything just felt great. And she repeatedly told me that this is the right thing. I know you will give my child a better life than I can.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Your Honor, to answer your question, first and foremost, yes, there were times where I told her that she would be a great mother for my child. However, there was so much pressure put on. A lot of this stuff was not just like something that she agreed to.
She was all in.
She was insisting, even when I do have evidence of our
yes, please,
of our text messages of her insisting when I said, please, you do not have to do any of that. She did insist and enforced and even bypassed a lot of my boundaries that I have in my personal life. So I did feel not only confused, there's a lot of...
What was your confusion? Because in my mind, I'm hearing, okay, all right, this is good. I mean, I see the text. I'd like to pay for your clothing, food, vitamins, and Lamaze classes. And you say, clearly this is you in green. You don't need to do all that.
Right.
And Ms. Harbor says, I insist. I want to do whatever possible to make sure the baby is healthy. And you say thank you. Right. I mean, even now, I don't get a sense of there's this animosity.
No,
there's not.
There's not.
No.
We're not on the same page in terms of these costs.
Correct.
Right.
That's the issue. Because you signed a contract drawn up by her attorney. You all are from Indiana. You gave birth. You give her Julie. Indiana has a law, and laws are different in different states, but because you're from Indiana, that's what we're dealing with, that says up to 30 days, you can file a withdraw consent form.
Right.
And you did.
I did. And nowhere
Why?
in that contract does it say that I do have to pay Gloria back.
I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
Why did you withdraw consent? Because how long had you had Julie at home?
So I had Julie at home for a few weeks. I actually also have some evidence for you.
Yes. Because it wasn't as if you said before you gave birth.
Right. No.
I can't do this.
No.
Right.
No.
You gave birth, signed the papers, give Julie to Miss Harbor, and then weeks later,
Yeah.
Julie's in her crib at the house, and everybody's taking pictures and videos, and oh, this is amazing, and God is amazing, and something was not right with you in terms of this decision.
I don't feel like the situation is so black and white. Throughout the months.
Well, that's why we're here.
Right. Throughout the months of me carrying my child, there was so much control that Gloria enforced, and
I get that. I get that would make you uneasy.
Yeah, she would show up at my place.
I mean, the baby is adorable. Julie is absolutely adorable.
Thank you.
And I hired a photographer the first week that she was home. So.
You were all in. You were like, this is my daughter.
I thought that was my daughter forever.
And when
instant
I had
shopping
a child,
cart with all the different, everything healthy and wholesome and clean. In terms of the cost with the food, organic supplements.
But Your Honor, there is something that, in regards to the food, prior to meeting Gloria, I have been vegan for years, and I don't agree with eating meat and dairy. That is my lifestyle, my personal choice. However,
you all had to have had that conversation before the baby was born. You bought her maternity pants and overalls.
But if you see the food that she bought me, she did actually control what I was eating as well. So there is beef. But she would show up unannounced at my place to make sure I was taking my vitamins. She would read to the baby while she was in my belly.
She was all in.
Yes.
Why did you withdraw consent?
I changed my mind.
Simple as that? Nothing changed in the circumstances?
Carrying the baby, it's a mixed bag of emotions. I didn't know what to expect at all. I didn't know how I was going to feel emotionally.
And how were you feeling once, as the weeks went on, you knew that Julie was now with this mom?
Heartbroken. Like a part of myself was gone.
You were like, I can't do this.
I can't, because I would spend the rest of my life every single day filled with regret, and I knew that. It became clear. My family was on board, so when I
Had they been on board prior?
No, I was not in contact.
What about the boyfriend?
He came on board. At first he wanted the abortion, and then suddenly he also surprised me, and he said he wanted to raise this child with me.
Julie just wreaked havoc on everybody. She's just being born, and all this drama. She has no idea everything that's going on.
But see, I actually feel like Julie healed my life. It felt like it was meant to be, because my partner became more serious. He proposed to me, so now we're engaged. He wants to raise this child, and my family had us move in with them, and so my parents are on board. It's like Julie brought everything together like the glue. So if it was not meant to be, if I was not meant to have my child that I gave birth to and I carried for 9 months, then why is everything falling in the right place now? I never meant to hurt Glora.
Except, where does that leave you?
Honestly, I'm still devastated. I'm heartbroken. I can't even look at the picture anymore right now, to be honest, that's up on the screen. I never expected this to happen.
And a judge ultimately decided that it was in Julie's best interest to be with her natural born parents.
Right.
And so the child was removed from your presence.
Right.
And given back.
Exactly.
Your $4,060 is, can you at least compensate me for all the out-of-pocket costs?
Exactly. And
I get it.
Yeah, thank you, because
I get it. Why don't you feel you're entitled to have to repay her?
Well, legally, in the contract, it does not state that I would pay her back for any of these things if I do change my mind. So,
is that true?
So that is true, but what I paid for in the contract that we agreed upon, like the health care and the co-pays and the delivery of the hospital, that was really expensive stuff that I haven't asked for any of that back.
Got it.
I'm asking for the excessive things because we enjoyed shopping together. She wasn't saying, no, I can't come shopping. I'm not going to try on those adorable maternity jeans.
But they're gifts. They're gifts.
And I was happy
you're doing
to do
too
it
much.
for you.
You're doing too much.
Right. You understand. I just wanted, this was...
I got it. How are you doing now?
I'm okay. I appreciate you asking. And personally, I just feel that I have to focus on finding what's next for me. I would love to be a mom.
There you go.
That's it.
You're going to make a great mom.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think you're going to make a great mom.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It really doesn't matter what I think, because what it comes down to is, as the judge in this situation, I have to rule on what's equitable and what's fair. And based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel has to come down in favor of the plaintiff. She is entitled to have some sort of compensation. She's not asking for what she could have. And I think what she's asking for is not unreasonable. And according to Indiana law, if this plays out the way it does, she is within her legal bounds and her rights to ask for compensation. It's probably going to be difficult, but every time you look at Julie, you just say, these are the sacrifices we made so you can be with mommy and daddy. Judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $4,060. That is the order.
Thank you.
Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $4,060.
Okay, guys, what do you think about this court's decision? Let me hear your opinion in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe, and follow for more. Thank you.